Hello, everyone. Good morning. I was just about to go to the gym, so I figured I'd make a quick video here. Recently unemployed, right? So I've been volunteering more, and it's nice. You get to go out there and you get to help people. You get to go out, you get to help. What God wants you to help out, right? The planet, people, save souls, save the animals, be an awesome person. So I've been out doing more volunteering work. A lot of the time that involves like food pantries, either like setting up the baskets, for like or they would drive in and pick up the baskets of food that you would give them, people that are falling on hard times and they need help. So you fill out the baskets, they come in, they pick them up. Sometimes you'll fill up a truck and they'll take it out to a neighborhood and they'll disperse the food there, for people right there on site, which is really convenient. So we do that. But, one thing I've found in doing that, which, I didn't realize so much before, but, obviously the food you're donating to these folks, it has to come from somewhere. So a lot of the times it'll come from, in my region, like Publix, Winn-Dixie, Walmart, places like that, grocery stores, food distribution places, maybe even individuals donating from their homes to like a large food pantry that then filters down to, a mission or an organization. But, what I found from handing out the food is that it's really terrible, what we're handing out. So it's perplexing, I want to help them out. You want to help, but our food supply is just horrible. It's terrible. It's terrible. So like, we're giving them calories and that's good. You need calories to live. But the food that we're handing out is probably causing them massive problems, like health problems, health implications. Down the road, it's like a slow-acting poison. A lot of this food is, all the sugar and everything. So I just, bounce around to a few websites and I'm looking up like, the most unhealthiest foods on the planet, right? Look at this website here. Let me see if I can get this over here. There we go. It might be easier. So get this, right? Like the most unhealthiest foods on the planet. And I'm looking at this and I'm thinking, wow, this is basically what I hand to people all the time. And all these food pantries, the mobile ones, the ones where they drive in and get it from the facility. Look at all this junk, right? Well, obviously the meat's terrible for you. We'll get to that. Let's just start off with that. So the meat, right? This is what I hand out. I've been to places where we handed out like trays, like those styrofoam trays, as if the meat's not bad enough, right? We're killing the people and we're killing the animals. Not only that, we're killing the planet. So it's like the perfect little package of poison, if you will. So you've got this foam tray full of like chicken blood or cow's blood or something. It's disgusting. It's got meat juice dripping all over it. So you've got this, right? It's nasty. It's disgusting. And then you're handing it to someone, right? So you're handing them styrofoam, which is going to destroy the planet, which will eventually destroy us. And you're handing them meat, which is going to destroy their body. And you've already murdered an animal to get that product to even hand it to them, right? So you started off murdering an innocent animal. That's horrible, horrific, right? That's how you started this whole process. So you started off, you killed the animal that didn't want to die, killed it, chopped up its body, put it in this foam package. The foam's destroying the planet. And then you wrap that foam, which is horrible for the planet, you wrap it in plastic, which is also horrible for the planet. And then you hand it to a person who's fallen on hard times, economically depressed, I guess you would say, for whatever reason. So you hand this package to them, and they take it home and they put this garbage in their body, which then causes all of these wonderful effects over here. Oh, there it is. Poor murdered cow. Top 10 health concerns linked to meat consumption. All right, and this is the meat that I hand out to people that I'm supposed to be helping. Heart disease. Completed in 2013. It's an older study, 11-year study, 45,000 volunteers. Vegetarian diet can cut one's risk of heart disease by as much as 32%. Nice. Nice. Lowered risk is due to lower cholesterol and blood pressure. Obviously, right? Animals are full of fat. They fatten them up so they can sell them because I guess the fat makes them taste better so you can eat their bodies. But yeah, that cholesterol is terrible for you. That's why your arteries are all clogged up. So if you want to save yourself, stop eating animals. But that's one of the things I'm handing out is heart disease. Sorry about that. And cancer. WHO study. Processed meats like bacon in the same category of cancer risk as asbestos and smoking cigarettes. There we go. And then some people who eat this stuff are smoking cigarettes too and other products. So, yeah, good luck with that. Past studies corroborate the correlation between meat consumption and an increased risk in cancer. Greater risk of developing breast cancer. Yeah, so nothing good comes of this. So far, you're going to get heart disease, potentially. You're definitely increasing your odds. And cancer at the same time. And stroke. Because meat causes blockages in blood vessels. It's no surprise that it leads to strokes. It's another fun gift you get from eating animals. Increase of ischemic stroke by 47%. There you go. Diabetes. At least in the US, this is a huge problem, especially with processed foods and excess sugar intake. And let's see, according to the researchers, meat is one of the most well-established dietary risk factors for diabetes. As if we need any more of that. Right? You want to destroy the health industry? Get everyone to go vegan. You're not going to need nearly as many doctors and nurses. Sorry, it's just a byproduct. Modest consumption of red or processed meats significantly increases the risk of type 2 diabetes, an illness that can cause debilitating health problems, including blindness, kidney failure, heart attacks, and strokes. So that's what I'm handing out, especially when I get to the, I'll give you a list here, like the processed junk that I hand out. Obesity. This is a big problem that you can see. It's pretty obvious. Found that meat contributes to obesity prevalence worldwide to the same extent as sugar. Another horrible poison that we put in people's bodies. Sugar, processed meats. Meat protein is digested later than fats and carbohydrates, making the energy we receive from protein a surplus. Surplus is converted and stored as fat in the human body. It's wonderful, which means we're not going to be getting as much exercise because we're carrying around more weight and it's more work to move around. 13% of the obesity rate to the availability of meat. It's not good. Cholesterol. Talked about that one before. That's a huge one. You probably already know, but it clogs your arteries, which is why you shouldn't be eating it. Guess how much cholesterol you're going to be getting in a vegan diet? Not much. Probably about 0. Why don't you go look that up? My numbers were terrible. I told you I was on keto before. My numbers were horrific. Cholesterol, triglycerides. At least triglycerides. I'm pretty sure cholesterol was rough too. It was in the red area, I think. So, yeah, you go vegan, that's done. You don't have to worry about that anymore. Because it's only found in animal-based products. A vegan diet contains 0 cholesterol. There we go. You have a problem with cholesterol, I've got a guaranteed fix. It's guaranteed. Go vegan. There you go, problem solved. Acne. Interesting. I think sugar impacts this too. Milk consumption and acne. Strong association is with skim milk. Interesting. Yeah, obviously, I mean, cows, they're one of the worst treated animals. And it's funny because dairy is the one thing that people really can't get rid of. They just can't do it because they love cheese. It's like addictive. They can't get away from it. Then switch over to almond milk, coconut milk, whatever. There's all kinds of milks out there. Cashew milk. Most milk consumed in the U.S. comes from pregnant cows. Well, no duh. And pregnancy hormones increase oil production, leading to acne. That's interesting. Milk itself elicits an increase in insulin, as do the high glycemic foods, leading to oil production and acne. Okay, that's interesting. Erectile dysfunction. Ouch. Meat consumption leads to heart disease and high blood pressure. I guess that does impact it. The conditions not only reduce blood flow to the heart and brain, possibly resulting in heart attacks and strokes, but also decrease blood flow throughout the body, including the penis and clitoris. I'd probably be more concerned with the blood flow to the heart and the brain. That's just me. Maybe more concerned with the heart attacks and strokes. Alzheimer's disease. Horrific. If you ever seen somebody go through that, that's nothing you want to see. Western diet having animal protein significantly increases one's odds of developing Alzheimer's. Wow. Alzheimer's Research UK said the studies have linked plant-based diets rich in fruits, vegetables, and nuts to better cognitive health. Who doesn't want that? We all need that. And a shorter lifespan, obviously because of everything else we've already looked at there. So you can see animal products, horrible for your body. And that's after you've murdered the animal. So like I said, going back to my point, I'm sitting there handing out food to people who need help, right? And I'm handing over this poor dead murdered animal wrapped up in foam and plastic, two things to kill the planet. So I'm hurting the planet. I'm hurting you by handing you this product. But, you know, you're used to eating this way. So, you know, we don't know any better. I do now, but, you know, I had to learn it too. So this is terrible. This is what I'm handing out to people who need help. And that's the kind of garbage I'm handing out because that's just what all these organizations do. So that's the meat side of it. Now let's go over to just the unhealthy food portion. This is just the processed junk. So I'm handing out the animals, which we just talked about, all the health implications of that, and implications to the planet, which will in turn hurt you. And then we go over to this, right? Eat this, not that. It's kind of a cool little website. It just kind of gives you like, you know, if you like this, if you like donuts, then you should eat this instead. It's pretty neat. You know, it's cool. If you ever get a chance, go look at it. But what I noticed when I was looking at it is basically everything I see here, almost everything, are things that I've handed out at these food pantries or things that I absolutely could see showing up to be handed out in those pantries. Because you never know, it's a grab bag. It could be people donating it, it could be you know, businesses, grocery stores, things like that. So you never really know what you're getting. You get what you get. You know, it's free. And it's calories. So I guess the mentality is, you know, people need to eat, they need to drink things, so you give them whatever you happen to have to give, right? It's donated. So let's go through this short list here. Coffee creamer, mono and diglycerides, and lots of sugar. Yeah. I don't know that I've handed that one out, but like I said, it could show up. It's whatever's donated. Bleach, white flour. Oh yeah, lots of this. Lots of deli items, bakery items. Bleaching chemicals such as azodicarbonate, oh, whatever. It's probably not healthy for you. Yeah, probably a lot of sugars too. Sugar added fruit juice. I've handed out tons of this. Tons of this. They'll come in with pallets of this stuff, man. Sugar added fruit juice, all kinds of like sugary beverages. Horrible. Horrible. Added sugars, fiberless fruit, high fructose corn syrup. Yummy. Yeah, this stuff we do tons of. And guess what? The plastic's destroying the planet, it's destroying the oceans, and all these sugary beverages are destroying your body. And that's what I'm handing you because I don't have a choice. Because that's what these organizations do. They're just trying to keep you alive with calories. And the real problem is the food supply. I'll just say the United States because that's where I happen to live, but I'm guessing Western countries and the world in general, right? It's terrible. The food supply is horrible. It seems like it's almost designed just to taste good and hurt you. It seems like that's the goal, and to keep the medical industry in business because that's what it's doing. It's all sugar and garbage and processed junk. Right here, I'll show you. Like, this is what you're supposed to be eating. We'll go over to this one real quick. This is the answer to most of your health problems. Legumes, vegetables, fruits, nuts and seeds, whole grains, herbs and spices. Right? That's how we evolved, eating this stuff. This is the good stuff. That's what you want. There's your food pyramid right there. That's what you're supposed to be eating. That will fix your body. Not this garbage here. And we'll continue going through this list. But yeah, so if you want to know how to fix your body, the answer is right here. That's what you need. But going back here, what was it? Fruity drinks. Yeah, let's see. Oh, we already went through the meat. Sugary drinks. Yeah, here we go. All this crap here. and all the plastic bottles that go along with it. And not just plastic, you know, there's aluminum cans too, right? It's not just plastic, it's aluminum. It's basically just junk that's gonna fill the planet up. You'll be wading through garbage. Sugary drinks, I didn't realize I had this term for them. Sugar sweetened, so SSB I guess is the term. Added sugar, other sweeteners, high fructose corn syrup, sucrose, fruit juice concentrates, and more. Yummy. This includes soda, pop, cola, tonic, fruit punch, lemonade, and all the other aids. Sweetened powdered drinks as well as sport and energy drinks, yeah. So let's look at how sweet it is. Look at that. 4.2 grams of sugar in a single teaspoon, okay? Imagine scooping 7 to 10 teaspoons of full sugar and dumping it into a 12-ounce glass of water. That's a lot. That's a lot of sugar. Wow, it'd be like a little beach at the bottom. You could just see it. Maybe surprised that's how much added sugar is in the typical can of soda. Up to 10 teaspoons in a 12-ounce glass or can, right? That's in one can of soda. That's if you're only eating, you know, drinking one can of soda. What if you're drinking like 5 or 6 of those things a day, or 2 or 3? You think your body's designed to deal with that? Absolutely not. No, it isn't. And guess what? The manufacturers know that, and they don't care. They're not concerned with your health. They don't give a crap about your health. All they want to do is make money. Because it's a corporation. They're like psychopaths. All they care about is making money for themselves and for shareholders. They're precious shareholders, which, because of our 401ks and Roth IRAs and everything else, that's us. So we poison ourselves so that we can make money for our retirement that we may not reach because we die of health complications from the garbage we eat and drink. Very interesting system we have set up here. Maybe that's so you don't retire. Maybe that's to protect Social Security. I have no idea. But it's a terrible system. Aside from soda, energy drinks have as much sugar as soft drinks, enough caffeine to raise your blood pressure, and additives whose long-term health effects are unknown. Well, I'm sure that's going to end well. This guide includes sport beverages as well, although designed to give athletes carbohydrates, electrolytes, and fluid during high-intensity workouts that last 1 hour or more. For everyone else, they're just additional calories and sugar. Yeah, I guess if you're an elite athlete and you need some Gatorade on the side of that game, you know, you go to the sidelines, you need some Gatorade, makes sense there. I would guess the vast majority of people aren't doing that. They're probably drinking that Gatorade while they're sitting at their computer, staring at the screen, burning almost no calories, aside from picking up their tea, you know? That's about it. There's no sugar in the tea, by the way. But that's it. Yeah, awful. It comes right. Sugary drinks fall at the bottom of the list because they provide many calories and virtually no nutrients. People who drink sugary beverages do not feel as full as they had eaten the same calories from solid food. Yeah, I've seen that. So if you take like 100 calories of oil, 100 calories of green vegetables and look at them, like the size is obviously very different. And they take up different volumes in your stomach, so you're not going to feel full. Research indicates they don't compensate for high caloric content of these beverages by eating less food. Of course not. They're just going to eat the same amount of food. And beyond weight gain, routinely drinking these sugar-loaded beverages can increase the risk of type 2 diabetes, heart disease, and other chronic diseases. Furthermore, higher consumption of sugary beverages has been linked to increased risk of premature death. All good stuff, right? Body weight and obesity, diabetes, heart disease, gout, bone health, and mortality. Nice video there if you get bored. And obesity, which we all see that problem. We walk around, right? Yeah. So this is the trash that we put in our bodies. And like I said, this is always, every little food pantry I've done, it's always got this stuff. Sugar added fruit. The best you're going to see is a bunch of water bottles, right? So at least they're drinking water. That's good. The fact that you're destroying the planet and the oceans at the same time is not good. You're supposed to be using reusable bottles like this one back here. That one works just fine. You fill it up with water. You don't need all these bottles. Aluminum, plastic, you don't need all that. But this is the junk we're handing out. So moving along, got a few more to go through here. Diet sodas. I've done a video on that one. It's poison. And the companies don't care. They don't mind killing you because they're going to make money off it. Diet sodas, aspartame. I think that's known to cause cancer, is it not? Yeah. That is not what your body is designed to run on. Even though it's fake sugar, your body doesn't really know the difference. You're still going to have the same response to sugar. It's still going to train you to love sugar. You're going to be like, it's addictive. It's sugar. It's addictive. You shouldn't be drinking this junk. But this, this is something you're going to see in a pantry, right? Because people love soda. Diet soda's one of the worst. You think you're being healthy by drinking diet soda? No. You need water. That's what you need. Maybe a little bit of fruit juice. Natural fruit juice. Fried foods. I don't know if we've handed this out because that's just, the shelf life wouldn't be good. But, I mean, they would. If it worked, they would do it. So, look at this stuff. Dead, murdered animals that are going to kill your body anyway. And then you fry it. And you put that in your body. Lovely. I will say that I do eat French fries from time to time. I try to put them in the air fryer. But, those have a lot of oil in them too sometimes. But yeah, deep frying? No way. Come on. Bacon and sausage. Yeah, I've seen this. We've done this. Nice, just dead animal juice dripping all over me, handing that to somebody. Foam, plastic. Wonderful. Knowing what it's going to do to their body. Conflicted, for sure. Sugary syrup. Yeah, this is a big one. Food pantries, people love this stuff. And that is nothing but a bowl of sugar that's somehow made into little circular shapes. That's all that is. You might as well just get a handful of sugar and just pour it in your mouth and just watch your waistline blow up. Right? And your insulin spike. That's all that's going to do. This is absolute trash. But I've handed out lots of this. Frozen entrees, yep. Done plenty of this. Lots of animal products and other junk. Look at that. Very nutritious. Too much sodium and preservatives, right? Refined carbohydrate, add sugar. Yeah, that's an obvious one. Yep. Lots of this junk. See that plastic? All that plastic? Yep. Recycling is not going to work long term. Population growth is too high. Desserts, yeah, we hand out tons of this. Cakes, pastries, all kinds of stuff like tiramisu, all kinds of stuff. Looks just like this. Too much saturated fats, sodium, and added sugar. Wow, it's the trifecta. So you're giving them sat fat, you're giving them sodium, and added sugar. That's what I'm handing you. I'm supposed to be serving you and helping you because you're God's children, and I'm handing you this junk. And I'll continue to do it because I don't have a choice right now. That's what people eat. So until we, change food distribution and vendors and packaging, it's the way it is today. The whole food supply needs to be redone so that we can stop killing you with this crap. White sugar, absolutely. It's in everything. It's added to everything. People probably sprinkle it on there. I don't know, but yeah, horrible problem. Look at the sugar consumption throughout the world. That's your problem. You get rid of that and watch those health problems magically disappear. All right, store-bought frosting. Yep, handed out plenty of cakes, pastries, cupcakes, stuff like that with the frosting on there. People love it. They eat it up. But guess what? They'd also love cocaine. If I went to a food pantry and I had just buckets of cocaine and a shovel, and I was just shoveling cocaine out there, I'm sure some people would really enjoy it. And they would come back. Right? And if I had like black tar heroin and I was just handing that out, some people would like it. They'd probably get addicted to it. But just because they want it doesn't mean they should have it. And it's absolutely not good for them. So could we do like a free cocaine giveaway? Yeah, and just start giving it out to people that are on hard times. We could. But it would be bad for them and it would hurt them and it would be stupid. And you'd be hurting God's children, which, God doesn't appreciate. But that's, different scale, of course, but that's essentially what you're doing here. This is garbage. Pancake syrup, high fructose corn syrup, and caramel coloring. Yummy. Yep. That's just going to spike your insulin. You'll end up with diabetes and all the other health problems that come along with that, and obesity. Bottled smoothies, fiberless fruit, and too much sugar. Yeah. I mean, I'll do a smoothie usually in the afternoon, but it's literally from, frozen fruit that I've put in there and like a protein powder just to get the protein up a little bit for workouts and things like that, or post-workout. But you got to be careful because some of it's loaded with sugar. You have to be careful on which one you get. Make sure it's got a lot of plant protein. and then not too much sugar. Obviously, the plastic is an issue. You don't want single-use plastics. It's long term. It's going to destroy this planet. It already is. It already is. And with the population growth, it's unsustainable. What else we got? Charred meats. We talked about that one. I don't want to harp on it anymore. It's killing your body. It's killing the animals. It's not exactly helping your soul either because you're paying for it. So you're paying the assassin. You just don't know any better, but now you do. Fast food. This is trash. It's terrible for you. Too much sodium, sat fats, and trans fats. So even worse. Probably the same thing. Yeah, high heat. This is all bad for you. You know, once we get the food supply corrected, I feel sorry for the medical industry because it's going to get decimated. It's unfortunate, but, you know, we'll need a lot of farmers. So there we go. And it'll be lucrative. Energy drinks, talked about that one, tons of sugar. Yeah, sucrose, glucose, caffeine, blood pressure, all kinds of other things. Some of the chemicals they say causes cancer, no doubt. And look at that aluminum can. Guess where that's going to end up? Probably just laying on the ground somewhere in a lake, in the ocean, somewhere. Some of it will get recycled, some percentage. Ready to bake pie crust. And we have not handed out these that I've seen, energy drinks. Not yet. Ready to bake pie crust. We've definitely done frozen pies. I don't know that we've done pie crust. BHA and BHT. It's not healthy. Probably got sugar in it. Artificial sweeteners with sucralose. Sucralose. Yeah, look that up on your own. It's probably not good for you. Everything that's good for you, God gave to you for free. Fruits, vegetables, legumes. We'll go back here so it makes sense. Legumes, vegetables, fruits, nuts and seeds, whole grains, herbs and spices. That's what God gave you. And guess what? All that's good for you. And because of its enclosure within the vegetable, it's designed to break down at a certain rate in your body so that it's not spiking your insulin. So this is where you need to be, not this garbage here, which is what, you know, is sold to you for profit. Stay away from that. Breakfast biscuits. Oh yeah, I got personal experience with this one. Bleach flour, sodium, partially hydrogenated oil. Yummy. You don't want that. It's no good for you. Yep. I won't say for sure. I think we've handed those out. Barbecue sauce. I'm sure we've handed this out. Just nothing but it's nothing but sugar. Actually, just look on the back. It's just loaded with sugar. The food industry really has the game plan is get as much sugar in your body as possible, so we can make you like lust for sugar and get you overweight. So all you do is sit around and just like throw food in your face. Because you'll buy more food and they'll make more money, you know, for them and their precious shareholders. That's all they care about. It's the money. They don't care about your body. They don't care if you get cancer, if you get fat, overweight. Sorry. They don't care. It's all about the money. That's all that matters. Sports drinks. Yeah, if you're a football player, you probably, I guess you need it. I don't know. I think you'd be fine with just water, but, you know, I'm not a sports nutrition person, so go talk to them. Too much sugar. Of course. That's like everything. Restaurant and yeah, those we've definitely done. Store-bought cheesecake. There might have been a cheesecake in there. We get like random frozen supplies in there, so maybe one of those in there. Shocker. Too much sugar, fat, and saturated fat. I think that's pretty obvious. Restaurant tiramisu. I've handed out this one for sure. Too much sugar, like everything else. Moving along. Margarine, palm oil. Yeah, those palm oils. They got palm oil in everything. Unhealthy, tons of calories, palm oil. Give me a taste of margarine. I'm not going to read all this so we can get through it. Taco bowls. I love tacos. All that looks good. I guess except for the bowl. It's probably too much sodium and fat. Yeah, it's probably just in the bowl itself. Everything else in there is solid. Just do like a deconstructed taco bowl. You're good to go. Or wrap it up. Frozen pizza, sodium, and food additives. Who knows what they're putting in there? Maybe it's natural flavors. Yep. Definitely handed out tons of this, right? Making people overweight, spiking their insulin, giving them diabetes, and whatever else. Who knows what's in that stuff? Fettuccine Alfredo. You can do a vegan version of that. It's actually very good. A ton of cream and butter, which in the vegan version would not be there. Use cashews. It's very good. Belgian waffles, sodium, refined carbohydrates, and sugar once you put that delicious sauce all over it. The part you really want there are the blueberries and the strawberries. Just put those on a plate, you're good to go. Organic if you can, but be careful on the packaging. Onion rings, not good. Just look at it. It looks like they drove it through hell for about 2 seconds. Sugar and saturated fat. Yeah, from the ketchup and all that. Yeah, we probably have handed that out actually. In bags. In bags we have. Mayonnaise. Yummy. Too much fat. That's nothing but oil. We probably had that in there. Nachos. Sodium. Lots of it. And the cream. What do we got? Fish and chips. Oh, the poor fish. Sodium. Yep. It's fried. All the cream in there. I don't know that we've done fish. Obviously, it's food pantry. I don't think so. Unless frozen. Yeah, frozen food we have. Done like the frozen meals. Mozzarella sticks. Sodium and saturated fat. What do we got here? French toast. Sugar. Yes. Croissant. High amounts of butter, sometimes margarine. This is the kind of junk we hand out. Soybean oil, which is in a lot of stuff. Canned soup. We do a bunch of this, which seems healthy enough, right? It's got a long shelf life. That's kind of a good one to hand out to people, especially if you have a storm or something, but it's just a ton of sodium. The way you get around this is you make vegan soup at home. You buy these products over here, and you make a soup out of them. And then once you make that soup, you freeze it, if possible, or you could can it. If you're worried about storms, you could can it. Reusable jars, right? Instead of this aluminum, which you're going to throw away, some of you will recycle. And even the stuff you recycle, some of that will actually get recycled, not all of it. But yeah, too much sodium. So make your own vegan soups at home with these items right here, and you'll be fine. Bouillon cubes, palm oil, that's in a lot of stuff. You'll see if you read the ingredients. Caramel color, yummy. And yellow 6, whatever that is. I'm sure it's good for you. Pre-made muffins, oh, I've handed out tons of these. Soybean oil, sugar, mono, and diglycerides. Yep, that's terrible for you. Box mac and cheese, this one's rough. Tons of sodium, lots of calories. I know we've handed these out. Frozen pies, soybean oil, hot dogs, sodium phosphate, sodium, and sodium nitrite. Yummy. Deli meat, sodium, oatmeal, sugar and added sugar. This is a weird one. Like, people think it's so healthy. It's loaded with sugar, right? They want you to taste that sugar. They want you to buy lots of it. They want you to eat lots of it and crave it. You could make it without the sugar. It'd be, much healthier. Just get some rolled oats. What I do in the morning is just get those and put some frozen fruit in there, or just fresh fruit. It's really good. Put some almond milk. It's delicious. This stuff, though, the oatmeal packets, loaded with sugar, which is what they want. They want you to eat this stuff and crave it. The ones in the packets are kind of close to this right here, which is candy, which is like breakfast cereal. This trash. I don't know if you've ever specifically handed out just this junk, but you'll see this stuff in packaged goods. Artificial coloring, added sugar, sat fats. Yep. Box cake mixes, artificial colors. Yep. Baked goods, potassium bromate. Yep, we've handed out donuts, bottled water. Everyone thinks they're healthy, right? You're just destroying the planet while you're staying hydrated. Glad you're hydrated, but stop killing the planet. BPA. Bisphenol A. Definitely handed out that. Dried fruit snacks. Yep, sulfites, added sugars, and fruit juice infusions. American cheese, sodium citrate, and phosphate. And you're killing the cow and forcefully impregnating them and trapping them in prison until eventually one day you'll kill them. Dairy cows get it the worst out of most animals. Everyone thinks, oh, the dairy cows happy. No, they're not happy. Wheat bread or whole grain that isn't 100% sugar, refined wheat flour. Oh, there we go. We've handed out these. I feel horrible doing it, but they're volunteering. Polysorbate 60. I bet that's tasty. Shelf-stable jarred pickle. Oh, man, even the pickles. Polysorbate 80, sodium benzoate, and sodium. Chewing gum, sugar alcohols. Sugars in everything. Artificial sweeteners. Reduced fat peanut butter, added sugar. sugar-free chocolate, sucralose, maltitol, additives, and palm oil. Palm oil, boy, that's in everything. Instant oatmeal, yeah, cups. Not only are you doing the instant oatmeal, which is bad enough, it's loaded with sugar, then you got the stupid cups that you're going to throw in the trash. Bottled lemonade, high fructose corn syrup, yellow number 5. Ooh, that's a yummy one. And sugar. Sprinkles. Just look at it. You think you need that in your body? Nope. You know why? Because it's not here. No legumes, vegetables, fruits, nuts and seeds, whole grains, herbs and spices. Nope, that's what you need. Not that. You know what that's going to do? You might as well just glue it on your belly. That's what's going to happen. Sugar, artificial colors, and carnauba wax. Ooh, yummy. Maraschino cherries, sulfur dioxide, calcium chloride, sodium benzoate, potassium sorbate, high fructose corn syrup, and red number 40. Won't be eating those. Fruit yogurt. Oh yeah, people think this is healthy. It's excess sugar. Plus you got the dairy. Like a protein, okay. Bottled coffee, sugar, water enhancers, big surprise, sugar. Propylene glycol. Artificial colors, yummy. Frozen fish, sodium tripolyphosphate. Probably butchered that. Granola bars, yeah, these are terrible. Sugar, corn syrup, sorbitol, and soybean oil. They look healthy. They absolutely aren't. And the food manufacturers know that, and they don't care. Because it's about the money. Meal replacement shakes, high fructose corn syrup, artificial flavors. Yeah. These, like, I guess that works for some people. If you're going to replace them, look, you don't need to do any of this. Keep it simple. This is the answer. I'm giving you the answer, right? You want to fix your body? You want to decimate the medical industry over time? This will do it. Legumes, vegetables, fruits, nuts and seeds, whole grains, herbs and spices. Learn to cook with that, with natural ingredients, and you can cut that medical bill down a ton. And you'll also live a very long time. And you'll be very healthy. You'll have great labs. Light butter substitutes. Soybean oil, palm oil, and stuff and everything. Mono and diglycerides. Yummy. Bottled salad dressings, yeah, that's rough. High fructose corn syrup, soybean oil, added sugars. I know we've handed out tons of this stuff. Fruit cocktail. Looks healthy, it isn't. Unless you made it. Like if you come over here and you make that fruit cocktail yourself, then it's healthy. Not this junk that probably came out of a can. The can that you're going to throw in the trash, which is going to end up, on the street or in the ocean, in a river, somewhere, landfill. Protein bars, sugar, artificial sweeteners, caramel color, and polysorbate 60. Yum, yum, yum. Yep, this is all junk. Sugar-free jam, artificial sweeteners. Yeah, so I'll probably put you to sleep. Sorry about that. This was a long one. But like I said, I volunteer. I'm trying to help out God's children. And I think we're called to do good things for people. You're supposed to help people and the planet and the animals. Okay? Save people's souls. It's all of it. It's everything inclusive. But, I volunteer and I help out and I hand these things out. And then I'm just conflicted because I'm handing out this trash right here. But it's too early in the process, right? I just got here, kind of. And we're going to have to fix the food supply entirely. Otherwise, you're going to keep eating this junk and it's going to keep destroying your bodies. And the companies selling it to you really could care less about your health. They don't care. They know this stuff is poisonous for you and they sell it to you anyway because it makes them money. That's what people care about in this world, is money. You have to think, like, ethically, if you work for these companies and you're selling people this trash that hurts their body, right? Gives them diseases which slowly kill them in painful ways, which is horrible. You have to wonder about the ethics. Like, how do you go to work and you support this? And this is your company and these products hurt people and you don't care. You don't care because you love money. That's it. So if you want to fix the world and your body at the same time, come on over here to this tab, right? See these little groups right here? Legumes, vegetables, fruit, nuts and seeds, whole grains, herbs and spices. Right? All you got to do is start eating that. Learn how to cook. Get in your kitchen. That's what I'm doing. I'm learning how to cook. I'm getting pretty good. But that's it. That's the answer. It's going to fix the world. So there you go. You got a sneak peek of the future. But I'm going to get to the gym. Hope everyone has a great day and a great weekend. And just remember, God loves you and He wants what's best for you. So He's trying to help you. Thanks, God. Have a great day.